Well, we expect a wild, exciting, high-scoring game on Sunday night when the New Orleans Saints visit the Denver Broncos. Denver currently installed as a 6-point favorite in this game on BETDAQ, 55.5 the total. Now, the Broncos were last seen on the field in that incredible comeback. You probably remember 2 Mondays ago, they were down 24-0 at halftime to the San Diego Chargers. I mean, it's gross for me to talk about this game because I was on the wrong side. At halftime, Chargers bettors like yours truly really patting ourselves on the back, feeling pretty smart. Denver came roaring back in the second half. It didn't even take them the entire second half to come back. By the beginning of the fourth quarter, it was clear that Denver was going to win that game. An incredible performance by the Broncos in the second half. An incredible collapse by the San Diego Chargers in the second half. So Broncos are now 3-3, tied with San Diego for first in the AFC West. They have an excellent offense. Peyton Manning, while he might not have quite the arm strength he used to, it's clear that he is still Peyton Manning in every other way, still one of the best 5 quarterbacks in the league. And while this Denver offense might not be quite the well-oiled machine that those Indianapolis offenses were back in Manning's heyday, this Denver offense is still an excellent offense. Top 10 in the league right now in nearly every major statistical category on offense. And they'll have every opportunity to succeed on Sunday night because the Saints have the worst defense in the National Football League. New Orleans currently ranks 32nd or dead last in the league in total defense, 30th in pass yards, 31st in rush defense, 29th in points allowed. There is just no bright spot for this New Orleans defense. They are an absolute sieve. They allowed 420 passing yards last week to Josh Freeman. So are they going to be able to slow down Peyton Manning at all in this game? I mean, unless they can force a couple of turnovers, I don't think they are. We see a total at 55.5 in this game. Certainly that's a big total. But we just talked about what that Broncos offense is going to do to the Saints defense. And the Broncos defense, while they're improved this year, they're still only average 18th in the NFL in points allowed right now. And the Saints have maybe the best offense in the league. I mean, I know New England right now, technically, they're number 1 in the league in total offense, number 1 in points scored. So I guess New England has the best offense in the league. But this Saints offense doesn't take a backseat to anybody. Number 3 in the NFL in total yards, number 1 in pass yards per game, number 3 in points scored. This Saints offense, you can't rely on many things in the NFL, but you can rely on this Saints offense. If they lose, it is not going to be because of this offense. They're going to lose because they're just outscored. And that might happen. It's happened plenty of times this year. The Saints have won their last 2 games, but still, they're 2-4 on the year. Obviously, they were one of the most disappointing teams in the league through the first month of the season, starting off the season 0-4. But they've won 2 in a row. They might be getting things back on track. Joe Vitt, their interim coach, who was suspended for the first 6 games of the year, he's back for this game. You remember Sean Payton, their actual head coach, he's suspended for the entire year. But still, they're starting to get members of that coaching staff back. If they can win this game, to get to 3-4 within a game of 500, who knows? Who knows what the future may hold for the New Orleans Saints? We've seen this team in the past capable of winning 9 or 10 games in a row. So once the Saints get some momentum, it's tough stopping them. But it is going to be tough for the Saints to go into Denver and get a road win on Sunday night, I believe, because this is a big game for the Denver Broncos as well. Like we said, they're tied for first in the AFC West. And Denver, we're really waiting for them to emerge as a really good team, the team that many people thought they were going to be heading into the year. Remember, heading into this season, nearly everybody had Denver pegged as the favorites in the AFC West, and a lot of people were picking Denver to win the AFC, or at least to be one of the very best teams in the AFC. And going on those standards, they've been a disappointment this season. Even though they're 3-3, Denver has shown a disturbing trend of falling way behind. In their 6 games, they have fallen behind by 20 points or more 4 times. Now, I know they came back to win one of those games, and in the other 3 games, Manning was able to bring them back where they had a chance to win, or they were at least within shouting distance in the fourth quarter. But still, good teams do not routinely fall behind by 20 points or more. And I think right now this Denver team, even though they have a good offense, not sure you could call them a good team. And because of their pattern, because of the way Denver games have gone this season, I wouldn't be surprised. As a matter of fact, I almost expect the New Orleans Saints to lead this game on Sunday night by double digits at some point. You almost expect the Saints to get out to a lead. Now, will they be able to hang on to that lead? I mean, it's tough to have any faith in the New Orleans Saints after watching this defense. Saw them again last week against the Tampa Bay Bucks. I know the Saints pulled out a win in that game, won and covered, so it made their bettors happy. That's all fine and good. The defense was absolutely brutal. The Bucks not known as a high-scoring offense. So again, I shudder to think what the Denver offense is going to do to this Saints defense. All that being said, feels like a lot of points here in this spot. Denver a 6-point favorite. And like I said, I think the Saints are going to get out to a lead at some point in this game. I think the Saints offense is going to have no trouble moving the ball themselves. So I expect a back and forth type game here. Yeah, I think Denver's probably going to win the game, but at 6 points, especially if this line moves to 7. It is 6 right now on BETDAQ, but you never know. BETDAQ might post a 7-point market. This line might move to 7 on my casino ship. You know, I can't use BETDAQ, of course, because the betting exchanges, unfortunately, are illegal in this country, so I can't use a beautiful site like BETDAQ. I have to go out on a casino ship once a week. I'm going to make that ride tomorrow night. So if I see that the line is Denver minus 7 on my casino ship, I am going to jump on New Orleans. And if that line does get to 7 anywhere on BETDAQ or wherever else you might be betting, New Orleans might be a good play. That being said, hey, the Saints are not trustworthy, no question about it. They've been disappointing throughout most of this season. And I wouldn't be shocked if Peyton Manning and company beat them by 2 touchdowns or more. So I guess really hard to predict here. I do lean towards New Orleans in the points. But hey, should be a fun, exciting game. I'm really looking forward to watching it.